Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Before I begin, I want to make sure that everybody can hear me. Hello, everybody. Hold on one second. I want to make sure everybody can hear me and that everyone can see my profile pic because those have been the issues that I've been having with YouTube. I haven't done a show in a couple weeks because remember the last one I did, YouTube was tripping. They kept muting me. I mean, guys, I haven't experienced this many issues since holding people accountable since those last few shows that I've done. So is everybody good on your end? Can everybody hear me? We all good? Can I continue? Can everybody hear me? We good? I just need y'all to tell me in the comments. We good. Everybody can hear me. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys. So I know a lot of people have asked me why I did a show, why I'm doing a show called Clout. If anybody saw my Instagram, I did make a post or Twitter. I didn't make it on Facebook. Of course, you guys know I've been on that little ban, but I still do have a bunch of Facebook stuff that I still have stored that I haven't posted. That's coming up soon. But the reason why I did this is because I know a lot of you who have been following me. If you guys remember back in August, I broke that story of the woman in Texas who said, she was going out for her birthday and there was a napkin on the door handle. She used the tip of her fake nails to take the napkin off, and all of a sudden she ended up in a hospital. Do you remember that story that I broke, guys, in August? I hope you guys still remember that. Well, you know what? There's been quite a bit of stories after hers coming out, and it's been these stories have been done and reported by Black women. Okay. So I asked myself, I wonder what happened with this young lady. Did they catch the guy who did it? Was there cameras out there? Did they find the napkin? Something had to happen. We need an update. When I went to her page, there was absolutely no update. No update at all. Instead, the Houston Police Department said there were no claims of truth to that woman's story. There was no truth. They never found the napkin. They did go back to the scene. They scoured the scene. They even thought, well, you know what? Since she threw the napkin, maybe somebody else picked it up. Maybe somebody will OD and end up in a hospital. Then we'll be able to find the napkin. That never happened. Okay? Remember, the woman also reenacted how she found the napkin. The beginning of it happening to her, she never recorded it, right? She just moved about her day. Then she did a reenactment for the news so they can make it look even more traumatic, right? Well, let me tell y'all this. That shit never fucking happened. Okay? This woman made up that entire story for clout. She made up the entire story to promote her bullshit ass salon. Guys, I have been, I don't know how much proof you guys need, but I'm absolutely tired of calling these women out. And yet, these motherfuckers will still believe these lying ass women over me. No matter how much proof I tell you guys. If you don't believe the cops, if you don't believe the FBI, who the fuck you gonna believe? Because this is what a lot of these Black women do. What they do is if you don't believe their story, all of a sudden, you don't like Black women. You hate yourself. You're a pick me. Oh, you're acting like the cops. And that is not true. We don't like bullshit. We don't like lies. And when a Black woman has to create a story, okay, just to go viral so we can go to her Facebook, look at her business page and say, you know what? If I'm in Houston, I'm going to go get my hair did. That was the whole point, okay? Did she go to the hospital in real life? Yes, she did. She did go to the hospital. The doctor said it was acute poisoning, but they don't know what it was because there wasn't enough in her system. I don't even believe that. Houston PD asked the woman, can they provide them with that paperwork? They never got the paperwork. Okay, because the shit didn't happen. She caused herself to have a panic attack, and that's what landed her in the hospital. Me being a mental health advocate and also going through mental health myself, I know what the fuck a panic attack feels like. The tingling, you get vertigo, you get dizzy, you feel sick, feel like you're having a heart attack. Yes, we can cause ourselves to have a panic attack. It's all in our mind. She created that whole thing to fit the narrative of somebody was trying to kidnap me. Now, ladies, check this out. Most of your traffickers will not try to grab you when you are around other people. Not gonna happen. The FBI is on their asses. They know how they move. Traffickers would never leave trails. They would never put zip ties on your handle. They would never put a penny on the hood. They never put a French fry in the window. They don't do that shit. Why? Because then the FBI knows what to look for. That's too easy. They will get your ass when you don't see it coming. Oh, I'm going to get my nails done by Ling Ling. First, I have to use the bathroom. They're in the bathroom. That's the kind of shit they do. So the shade room running with this narrative that these traffickers are targeting Black women, it is bullshit. They are not targeting us. These Black women are making these stories up so you motherfuckers can donate, like, subscribe, and just, oh my gosh, what can we do to help? These women are lying. And it's pitiful that this Black woman went on the news and told y'all all this bullshit and it was never true. I went to her Facebook. She has that story pinned, right? Everybody in the comments are now adding it up that the shit ain't making sense. Usually, if something like this happens, the cops will give you an update saying, we found the napkin, or we looked at surveillance and we saw an individual. None of that shit happened. There's no cameras. Now, she did file a police report. You can file a police report for anything. I can say somebody tried to break into my car and file a police report, right? It doesn't mean your story is credible. People do file fake police reports every single day. They do. So just because she filed a police report, it still doesn't corroborate her story. The Houston PD is saying she is the only case in Houston. The only motherfucking case. Now, we know Houston don't got a few people, okay, right? They got millions. Houston is a big city, okay? She's the only case. And they tried to get her with her husband. Then in her story, she forgot what she said. First, she said they never made it to the food spot. Then she said after they ate, she saw the napkin. So again, there was too much, inconsistency with her story, but yet a lot of you Black women believed it. I'm a Black woman, and I'm telling you that woman, she fucking lied. So I'm going to let you guys hear that first story to kind of refresh your memory, because the second story that I heard is worse than this one. I'm calling these motherfuckers out. I actually reached out to both of these women on social media and told them to come onto my show and prove me wrong. Do you think they're going to come onto this show? No, because they lied. They lied to get people like you to follow their business page to support them. This is the new hustle. I'm tired of catching these women in lies. We can go back to February. Remember, Tisha Campbell, Gina from Martin. Oh, they tried to kidnap me. And the cops said there was no evidence that she was telling the truth. All of a sudden, she didn't have her cell phone before the kidnapping happened or attempted to happen, right? She didn't even have her cell, but she had her cell phone to record the video of what happened. Hey, I called my brother and I told him, get the fuck out of here. How the fuck you don't have your cell phone on you, when you're on set? Come on. Ladies, if you're going to lie, make the shit sound good. Make it at least sound truthful, right? Y'all make up these lies and then you get embarrassed by these cops. Then they try to flip the script and say the cops don't protect Black women. No, the cops don't protect bullshit. The same Black women who say, oh, he touched me. Oh my gosh. And then after he finished, he let me live. He left out, told me to lock the door. And then I went on Facebook and told them, hey guys, I was sexually assaulted. I debunked that lie. Had the cops prove that was a lie. How much proof do you guys need? Black women are not being targeted. But you know what makes me mad? Black men have been getting targeted for years. For years. Black men have been getting targeted for years by the cops, by bitter Black women. They are the ones with a bullseye on their back, not us. We are not being trafficked right now. They traffic any race, to be honest. But there's no big, issue right now with them putting, napkins on the door to grab you. That is not happening. So all these lies that you're hearing from Black women and the shade room should be ashamed. But the shade room needs fake stories, right? Because they're losing their credibility. They need something to make them sound like they know what they're doing, right? The Shade Room took this story and ran with it when they could have easily contacted the Houston PD like I did, and they would have said, there is no evidence corroborating that story to this day. If it happened on August the 17th, it has been over a month, and yet they're still saying that they have not found another case similar and that there's no truth to that woman's story. So unfortunately, I believe the cops before I believe a random woman on social media making up a story. So you women who say, why would they do this? What do you mean, why the fuck would they do this? Why do women lie about sexual assault? Because they love the attention. They love it. They love the sympathy. Women love when people say, you know what? What's your GoFundMe? Or how can we cash up you a few dollars? That's the reason they're doing it. Don't act like these motherfuckers can't create these lies. People are sick. People will create a whole issue that never happened just to get people like you to feel gullible. Well, you know what? I'm not gullible. I made up a story on my Instagram and told you guys I was leaving at a Target, right? And I saw a napkin on the door handle, a piece of gum on the side window, and a green straw on the windshield wiper. That was a made up story, and half of you motherfuckers believes me. How? How the fuck would y'all believe me instead of debunking what I said? A lot of you guys didn't even catch what I was doing. That's how sad this world is. You guys will listen to a woman tell a story and automatically believe her. But if it was your son on trial, if it was somebody you knew on trial, you would want them to first analyze the evidence and come to a conclusion, correct? But as a Black woman, I wouldn't want people to believe me straight up. I want you to listen to what I'm saying and make sure it resonates with you. Make sure it sounds credible. That wristband that I had on, I made it up. I took an envelope and ripped it all the way down and put it around my wrist and made a fake barcode. And y'all motherfuckers believe me. That's scary. Do you see how easy it was for me to lie to y'all and make y'all think that somebody tried to kidnap me? I even said that the doctor told me that someone tried to kidnap me in a crowded Target. And y'all still didn't catch that? A crowded Target. Y'all motherfuckers ain't reading. I just proved it today. And if y'all want to delete your comments, go ahead. I already got the screenshots. Y'all know how I do. I was very, very disgusted that you guys didn't even zoom in on the fucking picture of my wristband. You would have called how fake that shit was, right? Instead, you guys were like, oh, Queen, get better. Oh my gosh, Queen, it is happening. Oh, I remember that one case in Texas. See how gullible you women are? You're gullible. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to ride that pity train. Start analyzing shit, right? Because if you don't find the truth, then the next person's going to be just like Emmett Till, right? Going right off of words, right? I lied. And yet some people said, come on, D, she's trolling. A lot of people that know me knew I was trolling. They knew I was trolling. I just wanted y'all to see how easy it was to create all this panic. Oh, a green straw. Oh my gosh, a piece of gum. Now I know what to look for. Come on, you guys. They're not putting zip ties on cars. They're not putting stuff by your tire. So when you go to pick it up, they cut you at the leg. They ain't doing that. Why do y'all believe that bullshit? Y'all some dumb motherfuckers if y'all believe that. If it ain't on CNN, breaking news, the shit ain't happening. But see, these women are not going to call the cops because they know a false police report, your ass will be in jail. You see, lying also comes with consequences, right? So if you're going to lie, well, where's the napkin? Oh, we don't know where it's at. When you don't have anything to back up what you're saying, they can't say whether you're telling the truth or lying because they don't have proof. It's just your words. So again, women are doing this far too much, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you Black women acting like a bunch of dumbass motherfuckers. That's what it is. Y'all know ain't nobody trying to kidnap y'all dumbasses. Stop lying. Stop fucking lying. I'm tired of it. This whole year, y'all been finding different ways to scam people, and it ain't right. Y'all got these other races laughing at us. Just to get TikTok certified? Just to get a couple of views or promote your bullshit ass hair salon or your dumbass bakery? I'm telling y'all this. I'm trying to tell y'all what to look for. Everybody that has a story like this, they're a business owner, up and coming owner. It's something that they're going to promote after the story fades out. I call this every time and y'all still don't hear it. Y'all not hearing me. So let y'all, I want y'all to listen to that first story so y'all can remember what I'm talking about. Because the second one that I'm going to show you guys, y'all going to laugh y'all asses off. This Black woman really tried it. And some Black women need mental health services and they're not going to admit it. Instead, they're going to keep lying online to get you guys to believe it. It's pitiful. There is no targeting attempt on just Black women. That is not happening. Okay. So anyways, this first one was from Houston, Texas. Her name was Erin Mims. If you guys remember her, the birthday party girl, I'm only going to play 30 seconds. And then I want y'all to listen to what I heard and see if y'all caught that too. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Erin Dawn. I just want to share with y'all the experience that I had yesterday on my birthday. What started off as a great day turned into being one of the scariest moments of my life. My husband and I decided to go to Prospect Park on the north side of Houston for Taco Tuesday before we head to the spa. I never made it to the spa or to my birthday dinner because I was immediately rushed to the hospital. So I know y'all wondering what happened. After we finished eating, we
Okay. So she said that they were going to her birthday dinner, right? She said that they never made it to the spot. The spot was where they were going to go after they ate. They were going to the spot to celebrate her birthday. She said they never made it to the spot and they never made it to dinner. Yet, when it went to just her talking, she said, after we finished eating. What the fuck did you eat? You said you didn't have dinner and you didn't make it to the spot. That was the first thing that I caught with this woman. That's how I knew she was full of shit. Because how you gonna say you didn't make it to the food spot, but then you said that after you ate? It didn't make sense, you guys. It didn't. That woman had all these people scared in Houston. She had all these people thinking that black women are being targeted. Now, mind you, she was with her husband. What trafficker is going to watch you with another man and try to grab you? How would that work, guys? How would that work grabbing her in broad daylight when she's with her husband? How would that work? Y'all not putting this shit together. That is why Houston PD said this was a bullshit ass story. When they asked her for the medical records, she still has not given that to them at all. Why? If you were poisoned, right? You use your two little fake nails to grab it. Mind you, she was supposed to be a germaphobe. Most germaphobes I know ain't touching shit, right? She did. She used her nails, touched it. Ooh, I thought my husband was playing a joke on me. He told me he wasn't. So then I decided to wash my hands. Then after I washed my hands, I felt this tingling sensation. Then I started to panic. You guys, this should be a crime. This should be a federal crime. I think these women should get 10 years in prison for lying about shit like this. It ain't funny because all it's doing is scaring other people. That's all. And it also, what it's doing is it's allowing dumbasses to put stuff on their car to take a picture to go viral too. That's all it's doing. It's spreading false rhetoric across the world so that women can continue to lie. But you got these media outlets like the Shade Room telling y'all it's a target on black women. No, it isn't. They're not targeting us. Stop making up that bullshit. Quit that. They ain't looking for us. Most of us is obese. They ain't gonna be able to grab us anyway. So they ain't looking for us. Y'all just want this to be about black women. Y'all want, why are we in such competition to be the attention of the world? Why? Why do we want to be looked at so bad? Just do you. There's other ways to promote your business. You don't gotta lie. See, because all you're gonna do is fuck it up for the next person it really happens to. See, that cry wolf is real. The cry wolf is real. Ever since that woman's story in August, there's been two other stories similar to hers by black women. Not white women, not Asian women, not Hispanic women, black women. Black, bitter, busted ass women. That's what it is. Ain't got nothing better to do but to make up a fake lie so they can create a GoFundMe and have y'all donate. So the next story that I wanted y'all to hear, this is the one that really pissed me off. And I told this woman she can definitely come on my show today, and I'll call her ass out. This is the dumbest story I ever heard in my life. I'm gonna let y'all see it because if I was to tell y'all gonna say I'm lying. This story you're not gonna be able to find online. You're not gonna be able to find it on a news outlet because she took the story down and there was never a police report filed. But this dumbass black woman who has a child, she went from I'm being followed. Now, if a woman is being followed and she's recording the encounter and the guy is behind her and she has a young son, would your son be behind you next to the guy that you're recording? Or would your son be in your arms and you're calling 911? I would think a mother would have her son in front of her or in her arms, not trailing behind her where the kidnapper supposedly is, right? This woman here did not put it all together right. Okay. This woman needs mental health assistance. And I reached out to her to help her. But I want y'all to see this. because this is what got me angry. And I'm going to post the whole video on my Instagram today so that y'all can see that all of these stories you're hearing are false. There is no fentanyl in no roses. There's no fentanyl in the door handles. It's not happening. Fentanyl is a very expensive drug and hard to get. So I doubt that people are going to waste a lot of money on trying to drug somebody with fentanyl. And if that was the case, we would hear more and more cases because fentanyl is potent and powerful and it will kill your ass. All you got to do is ingest a little bit of it. That's it. So know that they're not out there putting fentanyl in roses so you can smell them. These women are going out there and buying roses and putting them in the door handle saying, oh, there's a white powdery substance. And that's not even fentanyl. It's flour or it's sugar. It's salt. It's something to make it look like that's what it is. To get you guys to say, oh my gosh, and she's a mother. What's her GoFundMe? Not me. I'm tired of these women doing it, and I'm going to expose these women one at a time. I think the news should go back and retract the shit they were saying because this woman, she's actually from New Orleans. The first woman I just let y'all hear, Erin, she was born in New Orleans, but she lives in Texas. Now we got a woman that actually lives in New Orleans. Are y'all not connecting this? These women are dumb as fuck. They can't even lie right. Okay? So I want y'all to hear this story, and then we're going to go in. Let me find hers. I know I got it on here. Hold on one second. And okay, I found it. Okay, guys, get ready.
That I fucking noticed him. Just in case people thought I was tripping, just want to record to show y'all I'm not tripping. Come on, Drew, hurry up. Not tripping. It's so obvious, and he sees what I'm doing, and still is following me. I'm really not tripping. So he does not work here. No, I've never seen that guy in my life. Okay, so we're waiting on security to come and walk us to our car because the guy doesn't work here, and he's walking directly with security. Security is walking us to our car. Oh, we get to my car. Look what's on my door. Like, look what's on my door. So we waiting on NOPD to come out here because they don't know what the like. Am I right? I wasn't all right earlier. That's why I got offline because I actually overdosed. I'll tell y'all everything later.
Okay, so she went from she's being followed, right? You guys all saw her little son right near the guy in the orange shirt that she said was following him, right? What mother, what real mother would let their son be that close to someone that you're saying is following you? That was the first thing that pissed me off. Okay. Secondly, when she gets to the car, what the fuck is this? What's this on my door handle? Oh my gosh. The video was about 3 minutes long. It got cut because we weren't going to sit here all day, right? In the video, she said, I'll wait for the crime lab to come and take the napkins off of my door handle. She didn't end up doing that because where did she end up? In the hospital. She said she OD'd. Now, everyone has been trying to find out what hospital she was at. She didn't tell anybody. Everybody was trying to find out, is there an update? The guy in the orange, what happened to him? Nothing. Since then, the woman has created a business page for her bakery. And on her TikTok, she has gained a lot of likes. This woman has a lot of mental issues going on. And it's clear when you go to her social media what she's going through. But my question is, this woman has a lot of mental issues. Why are women allowed to lie like this on social media and they're not being reported? They're not being taken down. Now, mind you guys, if anybody followed me on Instagram, I showed you guys how Instagram reported one of my text receipts as abuse. There was absolutely no abuse in the text receipt. It was the guy who told the woman, the sex wasn't good. The sex wasn't good. And all of a sudden, that's bullying and harassment. But you got women like this on TikTok saying, oh, somebody tried to kidnap me or somebody tried to drug me. And there was no validation to that story. And it gets to stay on TikTok forever, right? Unless they take it down. All I'm saying is they will not let you speak your truth on these social media platforms, but you can tell a fucking lie all day. This woman clearly lied in New Orleans about a guy attempting to kidnap her. and at a zoo. And you're at a zoo at that. And the police wasn't called because I checked on that too. The police were never called. The security walked into her car. She removed the napkins because she put them there. Of course, she put them there, and she went on her day. But made you guys think that she got sick. The hospital visit, that was a hospital visit from the past when she was actually sick. But she told y'all, oh, I OD'd on something. But you were able to survive long. You were able to wake up and say, hey, guys, push record so I can tell them the update. Now, mind you, those videos are nowhere on her social media. She removed them. Why? Because everybody debunked her story. So the Shade Room thought these two claims were real enough to make a whole video about Black women being trafficked. So I made this show today to tell you guys Black women are not being trafficked. They're lying. This is all for clout. Both of those women have a business that they're now promoting after posting something so traumatic. A business will be the last thing on my motherfucking mind. If someone tried to drug me and kidnap me, I would be bringing awareness to that. The business will be so in the past. It would be about bringing awareness. But now, hey, anybody want a free haircut? Anybody want a color? Hit me up, y'all. That's what I see now. This is no different than women who lie about sexual assault and then they promote their bullshit ass YouTube music. I've been calling these women out all this year. And they're still coming out with more and more lies. So when y'all tell me, oh, I don't believe that a woman can do this. Yes, they can. They can. At what point are people going to do these big, stories on women who lie? Because this is going to get people killed. That's what's going to happen. That guy, whoever that guy was in that video, he could have had a family. He could have a whole family at home, kids, and you're labeling him a predator. And now he kills himself. Now what happens? Do you realize how detrimental that can be? Just like when women are in the gym. He's staring at me. Look at this pervert. And that man could have a whole family. He could be a pastor. And you just right now made him look like he's a predator and shared it with the world. This isn't fair. It's not fair to men. That guy in the orange was just a random guy at that place. And she just chose, and he could have been going the same place she's going. They were on a trail. If I'm walking on a trail, okay, and there's a guy behind me. Oh, guys, look, he's following me. No, motherfucker, he's going the same way you're going. That's all. Because that guy did nothing about that guy. He was never found to be a kidnapper. He was her whole story was fake, but that guy was on video. Imagine being that guy and you have family at home, a whole family. He could be a teacher. He could be a doctor. And she just put that man's face online saying he was following me. And making it look like that guy put those tissues on her door. So what I'm saying, Black women, is you got to stop the shit you're doing before it becomes deadly. That's what's going to happen. Because when you try to ruin someone's life because you want to go viral, a lot of people don't take that kindly at all. Because once you make up a false claim like that and you post it online and it gets shared 53,000 times, that's 53,000 people who are sharing that person's face, their name, whatever it could be. It's crazy. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm going to drop the link in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Because at the end of the day, this is going to keep happening unless people put these people in their place. That Black woman, she does have a Instagram. She does have a TikTok. And when I went on there, I did my research and I saw that she's just full of shit. She's, got fired from her job because she wore her natural hair. Well, what's the job? I can't tell you guys the job. That's the kind of shit she's doing. My baby got sick because they were in the apartment and it was getting so hot that they got dehydrated. That woman was also on the news because her child passed out over the heat, supposedly. So again, these women have histories of trying to be in front of the news or trying to go viral off of something. This is a drug, and it's a deadly drug. You got to stop lying about being kidnapped. You got to stop lying about sexual assault. Because all this does is it creates more people to say, you know what? I'm just going to go put a napkin on my door and say, look, I was coming out of the LA Fitness and look, everybody. And then it gets this whole world up into a roar again, all over again. That's all it does. And there's no truth to any of these stories. There isn't. A lot of these stories are happening after that woman's story. Before August the 17th, nobody was posting about no damn napkin in the door. Get the fuck out of here. That woman said to herself, you know what? My salon is not doing so well. I ain't making no money. What can I do to bring traction to my page? Oh, I know. Let me make up a fake ass story. Let me make myself have a panic attack so I can go to the hospital. So there be that part of it will be true. But she had a panic attack, y'all. That's all. I had many panic attacks in my life, and I went to the hospital every time thinking I was dying. That's just what panic attacks do. But the woman wasn't drugged. Y'all got to stop believing these false stories because the Shade Room posted it. Y'all ain't seen this shit on CNN, have you? Has anybody seen this story on CNN? Because what they do is they talk to police, they talk to the FBI, they talk to these high-ranking people to ensure they're posting credible stories. The Shade Room don't give a fuck. I can reach out to the Shade Room right now with my bogus story I posted, and they'll post it. They don't give a fuck. I care about facts. I don't care about what a woman says. First off, I got to know all the facts. Emmett Till is the reason for that. If we believe women just based off of what they say with no facts, there'd be a lot of dead people in this world. So forgive me if I don't believe just word of mouth. See, a lot of these black women, if it was a white woman saying all these things were happening, y'all would say, oh, Becky making it up. Karen making it up. Oh, okay, Karen. So where's the police report, Karen? But when it's a black woman and you call them out on their shit, you hate black women. See how they do you? That's the sad part. These women don't like accountability because they're full of shit. Aaron, you're full of shit. You are full of shit. Now all of a sudden your salon is doing very well because people felt bad for her. So now they're going to her salon to get haircuts. That's what they do. That's what they do. Okay, so I'm gonna read some of y'all comments. I'm sorry, guys, because I haven't been looking. I just want to see. I'm looking here. Yep, and a lot of people are bringing up Tiffany had about her accusers dropping it. But guys, remember when I broke that story about Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears, I told y'all that woman tried to get money from Tiffany in the past. She tried to get 10,000 from her. Tiffany didn't pay up. So y'all should have known that this was gonna come. An even bigger lawsuit, because now she has a bigger bag. The bigger the bag, the bigger the lawsuit. Y'all know how the shit works. But now the accuser dropped the charges. But remember, that skit is still out there. That skit is still out there. But they dropped the charges. Also, remember, Ari Spears made fun of Lizzo, and that's what made them dig deep to find that video, right? Kanye West just made fun of, well, he didn't make fun of Lizzo. He just said we shouldn't be glorifying obesity. Same thing I said, right? So now they're going to find something on Kanye. They're going to try to say Kanye touched his kids or Kanye was dating an underage girl. Mark my words, you guys. Because Kanye came out there and said Lizzo is actually training with one of his friends. Yeah, you heard me right. Lizzo is actually in the gym. These women are about to be mad, but I called it. I told you guys this fat thing is only going to be big for a short amount of time until something for real happens. Lizzo has been in the gym working out. And Kanye West said it's disgusting that we as black people support being unhealthy. And then black women try to find every picture they could of Kanye being fat when Kanye been in that gym, motherfuckers. Y'all ain't got nothing on him. He been in the gym. And the reason why Kanye gained weight, because of his mental health meds they had him on. Some of those meds do make you gain weight. You do. I know that firsthand. But still, he's been in the gym and he is not fat today. So you women were looking for something. So now that he brought up Lizzo and said it was unhealthy to glorify obesity, I know y'all looking for something on Kanye. Ooh, he looked at a 13-year-old. Or, ooh, his daughter said she's uncomfortable around him. Watch what they try to do to Kanye. Now, mind you, he is acting like an ass. I give you that. He is doing some dumb shit. But watch how they try to make it seem like he's a predator now because he talked about their god, Lizzo. Watch. Mark my words. This is what women do. When you go against what they like, they will try to destroy you. They're probably going to pull up something Kanye did in 1998. They're going to do something to justify this, and they're going to try to cancel him. Okay? The White Lives Matter thing didn't piss them off that bad. Him coming out there and saying, he wants Kim back and all that, that ain't gonna piss him off. But when you make fun of their god Lizzo, oh, they're about to go crazy. Mark my words, you guys. Kanye West is next to be canceled. They're gonna find something. Ooh, I was on a set of his video and he brushed across my nipple. He tried to sexually touch me. Watch what happens to Kanye because he said something about Lizzo. Watch. It happened to Ari Spears. Anybody that makes fun of Lizzo, they find a way to cancel you. So just remember what I'm saying, because I'm not making this shit up. JT, how you doing?
Hey, it's been a hot minute since we spoke.
Oh, it has. It has. Talk to me.
Everything you said, you hit everything right on the nail. Especially about the story about the couple that went to Prospect Park. And mind you, I was born and raised in Houston. I know everything about Prospect Park. Never been there, but know exactly where it's at.
Do you believe her story?
No. Hell no. Can you hear me though?
Okay. So let me ask you this. Are you in Houston now or you don't live in Texas?
I am. I'm still in Houston.
Okay. Have you heard of stories like this where women are being, they're trying to drug them and kidnap them? Or was that the only instance you heard in Houston?
That's by far the only instance that I've heard. I don't watch the news like that.
Okay. So I'm glad now the second video that I showed you of the woman who was at the zoo, do you think there's any credibility to her story? Be honest.
No credibility at all whatsoever. I mean, the guy was just minding his own business.
I agree. Thank you, Jake. Go ahead. You have something else you want to say?
I don't think he was aware that he was being recorded.
I said the same thing. I agree with you. I think that was a random man at the park. A lot of people like to go to the zoo too. Some like to go by themselves. Believe it or not, men like to do things on their own, and it might be fun to them. It might be weird to you because you didn't see him with kids. But I also saw 3 adults in the background too walking together at the zoo. They weren't kids; they were adults. Again, her son was behind her, closer to the kidnapper, alleged kidnapper. Right? Most of your women are going to protect their kids at all costs. Her son was straggling behind her. Come on, boo-boo. Come on. Okay, mommy, I'm coming. What do you mean he's a kid? Grab him. You just said the guy in the orange is a kidnapper that's been following you, right? But yet, you're letting your son walk behind you. Now, I'm not a mother, so I'm not going to sit here and say I know this, but I know if I had my niece or nephew with me at the zoo, their asses will never be behind me. That's something you never do. Never, ever, ever do. Now, if anybody has kids, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe your kids are supposed to walk behind you so you can be the leader. Can someone clarify that has kids? JT, do you have kids?
No kids at all whatsoever.
Do you have nieces and nephews?
I do.
Would they walk in front or behind you?
They'll walk in front of me.
Okay. So again, you got somebody else on here that is saying that they support what I'm saying. What I'm trying to let you guys know is that there is no big, trafficking attempt on Black women. It's not happening. These women are making up these stories. I saw about 30 different Facebook posts where all you saw was a picture of a door handle with a napkin in it. This is what women are now doing. That's what they're doing.
I see the same exact thing on Instagram.
Oh, no, TikTok is notorious for these lies. It's notorious. You got a woman on TikTok that was wearing like a thong to the gym. And she was doing butt exercise. And not one man was looking her direction. But if one man would have looked, he would have been deemed a pervert. I am absolutely tired of social media allowing these women to post shit like this. If you guys remember,
Miss Daphne, we going in and out.
record that bogus ass video, you guys, because then somebody else that was at the mixer, they showed a play.
You're still going in and out.
That 4:59. That's not how men do it. If the event is at 5 o'clock, men will get there around 5:45. Men like to make an appearance. You feel me? That's how men do it. So that woman's story was also debunked. And then what ended up happening? I know what I saw when I got there, when you got there. But she tried to make it look like Black men didn't love us. didn't want to be there to at a mixer. Something something so simple, right? But it was because she got there early. She knew getting there early, there wouldn't be a lot of black men there. So that would fit her narrative that black men don't go on dates. And she lied because another black woman called her out. Like I said, it might take more black women calling each other out for these women to stop lying. And now that I'm calling people out on their shit, her house, you guys. I sent the cops to her house and they said that the story wasn't true. Her mama said that she lies like this all the time. So I blame a lot of the parents. It starts at home. But these women are wanting to be famous so bad that they will make up a story about being kidnapped. They'll lay in bed and put a fake thing in their nose to make it seem like they OD'd on something. But when you Google it, there's no story, right? If that really happened to that woman in New Orleans, why didn't she call the news? They would have loved that story. They would have first verified. They would have verified it with the police that she filed a report, that they got the napkin. Remember, there was 2 napkins. So the police would have had 2 types of evidence to analyze, right? What happened to it, guys? All I'm saying is black women. There are so many ways that you can promote your music, your bakery, your salon. It doesn't have to be like this. But the more you guys lie, the more your kids are going to repeat those lies. And then something bad is going to happen to them. Because I'm telling you, these lies are not going to end well. When you're lying on someone, like I said, what if there had been a man that was just on the edge that day and she put him on camera? And then he wanted to whoop her ass or get back at her, call his wife, come up here and beat her ass. It could have went a lot of different ways. Stop acting like men are following you when they're really not. Y'all do that in the gym too. Look at everybody. I went to 3 machines and he's been following me on every machine because he wants to use that machine. You know, some gyms only have one of those machines, right? Y'all women y'all taking it too deep. In a crowded gym, you think a man's going to grab you? I have never in my life heard of a man grabbing a woman in a gym that's crowded with people and she's recording the instance. Come on, you guys. Y'all got to stop believing these stories because they're on TikTok. Please start using your brains. A lot of you guys are very smart. Y'all can debunk this shit better than I can. It's not happening. And the shade room should be ashamed. But again, they're called the shade room. They don't give a fuck if it's true or false. They still got that video up of the woman saying that she was laced with drugs, but they have no credibility. Then when the doctors came out and said that's impossible for her to have used the fingertips and all of a sudden she's drugged. It's impossible. What did black women say? Y'all just don't protect black women. Y'all don't trust black women. That's why we don't have a voice. That's why we go through what we go through. We go through the hardest. No, y'all don't. Black men go through the most. Black men go through the most shit, not black women. Black men. There was this point in time where black men were being shot, like Duck Hunt. Y'all remember that game, Duck Hunt? Pow! You shot the duck? That was black men for the past few years. And women didn't go this hard for them. But now, what women were doing was saying, you know what? The focus is on black men. We need to circle back on us. What can we do to bring the focus to black women? Oh, I know. Let's say we're being trafficked. Let's say that they're trying to abduct us. Yeah, that'll get them. And it worked. It worked. They don't want the focus to be on black men, even though we know that black men is the most targeted race in America. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Black men is the most targeted race in fucking America. They can't sit in a car. They can't sell cigarettes. Black men, not women. But see, women love that attention. So they have to make it about them by making up a fake story. 3 black women, all 3 have similar stories. All 3 cannot be corroborated. Y'all don't see the pattern? I'm not making this up. Hi, Rich.
What's going on, Daff?
Nothing much. Rich, talk to me.
Do you want your weekly Emmy for this week as usual?
Say that again.
Do you want your weekly Emmy for this week?
I want my weekly Emmy. Talk to me.
The one about the $400. That's a double Emmy. The post that you made this week about the woman stealing that man's $400 and then tried to lie about it when she got caught on camera. That's a double Emmy.
Okay, so before we talk about the Emmys, can you talk about what we're talking about right now? Can you give me an insight?
The second video, my brother was a police officer because I live in Detroit. He was in Detroit. He's retired now. He told me that, like, some stuff like that. He said you look for clues that a next story's fake. And the one thing that stood out from that video was that girl's house. The video from the time that she claimed that she was being followed by that man to the time that she was in the hospital bed, the timing wasn't right. I'm like, how you get to a hospital that fast? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And I don't even think that was the hospital. I think she just knew how to use her angles. But again, she said she'll tell everybody what happened, but that never happened because that story didn't happen. What she did was she put an innocent man on video. And I just pray that man, it didn't ruin his life. Because, men kill themselves over stuff like that. Once you label somebody a predator, a pedophile, or a kidnapper, people don't forget that. They don't forget your face. They don't forget what was said, even if it wasn't true. Women have the power to destroy a man's life with their tongue. Just their tongue. They don't need a weapon. All they need is that flappy thing in their mouth. Lie. That's all they need. All they have to do is come out and say, yes, I was leaving at a Target and this man, he grabbed me by my breast and I said, let me go. If they tell a cop that story with tears, that man's going to get arrested. They won't have any evidence, no camera footage, no witnesses, just her tongue. And that man could be locked up for years. I'm telling you, it's dangerous. Go ahead.
The funny part about that, like when stuff like that gets found out, there is no accountability on the woman. I have never yet seen a woman prosecuted for these phony stories. I have never seen no type of punishment. All it does is get swept out the window. But let a black guy do it, oh boy, we're going to get dragged. We're going to get the whole nine. You already know where I'm going with it.
Yeah. I mean, what if a
man... is a hell of a drug, boy.
I think more men need to do what these women are doing so they can see how dumb it is. I think a man should go to the zoo, and I think he should just find a random woman that's walking behind him and say, you guys, I'm in fear of my life. There's a woman that's following me, and make it so dramatic. Because if he was to do it, what would they say to him? Oh, bro, you lying. Oh, that's cap. Come on, you're a man. That's a woman. You can see, and a lot of these kidnappers can use a woman to entice the man to get the man. They're not just harvesting organs from women. They need it from men. They need it from men. So what do they use to get the men? They use a woman. That's how they do it. That's how these scammers do it in Florida, in Vegas. You get that sexy woman with the big titties, the little waist, the big ass, and the pretty face. That'll make a man look. Then you have her friend who's also pretty. Now he's distracted with 4 sets of titties, right? He ain't paying attention, and he don't even know that the man that's about to rob him is going to be right outside that door when they come out with the 2 women. That's what they do. So again, it's not just women who are being targeted. The dollar thing, the lace dollar, man, they do that in Chicago. They'll put $1 on your windshield. You could be a man, a woman, a grandma, a auntie, or uncle. They don't give a fuck who you are. You go out there to get the dollar, and they take your car. That's not a woman thing. Stop that fake shit, y'all. Stop that shit. They doing that to anybody. Anybody with a nice whip. So all that, go ahead.
What about do you remember back in the day? Because me and you almost in the same age range. What about the old flat tire scam back in the day when you used to get carjacked? A female that had a suddenly flat tire, and then as soon as you out there trying to change the tire, they either got in your car or they got a gun in your head. Talking about give me all what you got, or I'll kill you.
Oh, sometimes they kill you and take what they want. So hold on, I want somebody else to speak too, because I think I'm gonna say Kenny. I'm gonna call you Kenny because I want to mess up your first name, but I want Kenny to speak because he just came on here too. Okay, so mute yourself real quick. And Kenny, go ahead, hun. Go ahead, Kenny. Kenny, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you. Is it Mahmood? Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Last time I talked, I said you can call me Kenny for easier pronunciation.
Dang, he checked me. Y'all hear him? He said, last time I was here, I told you. You called me Kenny. Okay,
no.
Go ahead, Kenny.
It's not
go ahead, Kenny.
Okay. So, listening to what you had to say and seeing your social media activities about these type of posts, I cannot help but see the pattern and this type of behavior growing. Like you mentioned, how this type of behavior growing with women trying to scam men of rent money. Now this behavior is growing more of them promoting their businesses through fake uh, fake stories like these. And it reminded me of two specific stories that happened in the past few months. One, and both of them were on TikTok. One was someone faking that they had Tourette's, so she gains sympathy for her gift shop business that she's running, like she running pins and stuff like that, shirts and stuff, uh, for her website. So she faked having a Tourette's on her TikTok account so she can get more followers and more money comes in. The second one is a more heinous act. Is someone who is, and I want to say this with the most respectful way, and I don't want to push any hate on any other category, but it's a trans black woman, made uh, a GoFundMe to cover her expenses of transitioning, right? What they found out about her is that she had 10 different GoFundMes. She made a TikTok account to promote that she needs money, and they found out that she has 10 GoFundMe links, and all of them are on different needs and stuff, which all exceeded what she actually needs for the surgery. So she scammed people of $350,000 for transitioning. $350,000. And people said, if you want to hire the top surgeon, like a Hollywood type of surgeon, to give you transition, it will only cost you 75,000. So this is type of behavior that's growing, and not only against one on one
Okay, I can't hear you at the
demographic.
end, Kenny.
What I'm saying is this is growing in not one demographic, but all type of demographics. The one with Tourette's was a white woman. And the other one was a black transit. What's the word? Trans. Uh, Sorry, my English sometimes betrays me because I'm not from America. But anyway, this type of behavior is growing on all type of demographics, and I'm glad you're holding people accountable and putting awareness that these types of things are growing to promote their social media, their businesses. And I'm very thankful for you. I'm checking out every stream and every social media post to check up on what's the latest scams are going.
Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. It's crazy when you were talking, you cut out, but then it came back. So hopefully it was just on my end and not yours. But thank you so much for your words. Okay.
One last word. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm from Iraq from the last time I talked on this stream, and a guy in my position could have gained that sympathy and that clicks for views and stuff because I have a bullet wound in my thumb. It was very, very easy because people are from the other side of the world, so they wouldn't be able to find the facts. I could have easily said I got a bullet wound from the war or from some Marine shot a bullet and it led us straight to my thumb. And that's seeing relating my story to other people. I can see how they twist and change narratives and how the story actually went for their social media gains and their promoting of their businesses. So when I hear your uh, following these people and telling the truth about what they're saying, I'm very appreciative of what you're doing. So thank you. I
Thank
hope
you.
I didn't
I
take a lot
appreciate
of your
it. No,
time.
you didn't
So,
take a lot of my time. Thank you so much, Kenny. And I hope to hear you on more of my shows. Okay.
all right, peace.
Okay, peace. So you guys, you see, he gave us a lot of different examples, and he's not even from America. So this is going on, and they hear this in other countries, and they're like, "Wow, that's what you guys have to do just to be noticed, just to get a couple of likes." What I'm saying is, it's the narrative that Black women are the only race being targeted. And that is not true. I'm here to tell y'all it's not. I looked up the FBI stats. I looked it up everywhere. The door handle, there's a TikTok where these two white women are saying the zip tie on the door handle, they're saying that they might put something under your tire so that you'll look at it and they'll cut you at the ankles, and they're trying to create this hysteria. They want you to be scared, and it ain't even that serious, you guys. All those things have been the zip tie thing was debunked like 10 years ago by the FBI. They said that traffickers are not doing it. But what you guys are doing is you're going to make people want to copy. You're going to make people want to actually create that hysteria like it's going on when it's really not. It's not. They're not lacing napkins with fentanyl. They're not. Stop making that shit up. They're not putting it in roses. Oh, yeah, I was driving and I bought these roses and I noticed this white powdery substance on the roses and I sniffed it to see what it could be. And then all of a sudden, I was in the hospital. You guys, these stories are not true, because if it had been real, you would have taken a picture and you would have called the cops right there in the moment. They would have bagged the rose, sent it to be analyzed, and they would have told you what it was. Then they would have said, you know what? Let's look in this area and see if there's more to it. Let's put an undercover out there and have them buy a rose from anyone selling them and see if it's a pattern. That's what they typically do when it's a pattern. When it's one single person in a city with hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people, and the majority is women, they find it odd how only one person saw this, or it happened to one. That's the crazy thing, you guys. Women are doing the dumbest shit for attention. Stop. The shit is getting old, actually. Use that energy and create your own business, or promote your business in a better light. If you sell baked goods, get your ass out there and sell them. I see Mexicans doing it all the time. They sell you cotton candy. They sell you gelato. They do that. They hustle. But our race of women, we lazy. We got to go on TikTok and make up a fake ass story. You know what? Let me go to a zoo and let me see who's around by themselves that looks like they can be a predator. And then I'm going to put them on camera and say, oh my gosh, you guys, this guy is following me. My son is trailing behind me, but still, look at me, everybody. Look. It's a lie, you guys. The shit don't add up. It doesn't. And the sad part is, I looked at her bakery page and the shit looks good. She could have did better than lying like that. Her food looks like it might be good. But now you tainted all that by lying. Nobody cares now. Then this same woman was on the news because her baby got sick from the heat. So it's like it's a pattern with her. Then she claims she lost her job because they didn't want her wearing her natural hair. Now, y'all know that that's against the law. So people were asking her, is there a lawsuit? Show us the report. What job is it so we can boycott them? Oh, I can't tell you the job. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. How many TikToks and Facebooks have y'all seen where they say this Walmart on 33rd Avenue, they said they don't like black people, and they'll show you the Walmart. It's not against the law to show you where it happens. It's not. She's lying, because if a job hired you with the natural hair, but then fired you over natural hair, this shit ain't adding up. What job is it so that we can leave a bad review? Oh, I just can't tell you guys that information just yet. But I am going to file a lawsuit. This woman is just full of shit. That's all it is, you guys. And the more Tisha Campbells come out and lie, these celebrities who lie about shit that didn't happen, it's gonna just raise a generation of lying ass black women. There'll be no credibility. So when a real woman is going through something, no one's gonna believe it, because they've heard that lie 50,000 times. Like getting pulled over by the cops, and you say, "I didn't know my license was suspended." Do you know how many times they hear that line? Do you know how many times they hear that line? They will never say, "I believe you, Jonathan. We believe you. Your license wasn't. You didn't know it was suspended. You didn't know. You didn't get those letters from the courts. You definitely didn't know. You didn't know you had an unpaid ticket." You're right, Jonathan. They hear that all the time. So it'd be the same thing with a black woman. Oh, a tissue on the door handle? Yeah, okay. And then it might be a real tissue on the door handle with some type of substance, right? All I'm saying is, when there isn't enough cases, it's hard to say that was the truth. It don't matter what race you are. You got to stop lying, people. I have exposed too many lying black women this year, and one was a celebrity. One was a celebrity. Even celebrities lie. When they hit the wall and they're not booking no shows and they're not making no movies, Even they lie. Oh my gosh, a kidnapper. It was a van with no seats in the back. And he said, get in. And I said, no. And he said, get in right now. And I said, no. The fuck? That sounds like a movie. What movie is that? Then the cops come out and say, we have no evidence of that claim. We asked questions. We did interviews. Nobody saw this van. We never saw the van on camera. If you're an actress and you're on set, I'm positive there's security and cameras everywhere. But for some reason, that van must have been see-through. Maybe it was a magical van that disappeared. What I'm saying, you guys, is we're not trying to say all black women lie. We're just trying to say, if you're going to tell a story, bring it with facts. Please have facts. Because women are quick to say, why didn't they validate that white woman's claims before they kidnapped Emmett Till and murdered him? That's what I'm saying now in 2022. Validate the claim before you attack. That's all I'm saying. Because too many black men have went down over the power of a woman's tongue. No evidence whatsoever. Nowadays, the courts are proving to us that you don't need any evidence. All you need is your tongue, ladies. Make up a story, shed a few tears, let a couple boogers fall out, and you will win every single time. Like I said, I posted a picture and said that I was in the hospital because someone tried to poison me. And y'all was like, good, get well, queen. Oh my gosh, queen, I'm so glad you're okay. What? Y'all really believe my story? That's scary. That's truly scary. I used emojis and y'all still didn't catch on. So yeah, y'all should be disappointed in yourselves. Y'all fell right into my trap. The same trap y'all fell into is the trap that America's falling into right now. Whenever a woman says, he tried to poison me. Well, who's he? Well, I think it was a he. What if it was a woman? What if it was a woman you pissed off because you cut her hair wrong? You colored her hair wrong. She didn't like the way you did her hair and you still made her pay. It could have been a pissed off woman too. You know, women do try to kill. But see, they're so quick to say it was a black man. They always circle it back to a black man. And the black man probably had nothing to do with it. Do you see how they target black men? It has to be a black man. It had to have been. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Hey, Rich, did you have something else you wanted to say?
Yeah, about Tisha Campbell, you know something that kind of stood out when she made that story. Now, if you Google where she's from Newark, New Jersey. That's one of the toughest cities in this country. You mean to tell me that she couldn't do something a lot better about that? She's from Newark. I'm like, come on now, this ain't right.
So in my case, it doesn't really matter where you're from. Someone could be from the hood and won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. What I'm saying is, in her instance, people asked her, what color was the van? What did the guys look like? Now, she has a big head, so I know she can store a lot of information in that head. Ain't no way you didn't get not even the first two letters of the license plate. She had nothing. All she said, it was a van. First she said it was a truck. Then she said it was a van. So again, when you lie, your lies start to change up and people start to catch it. People ask Gina, you know, where's the police report? Okay, what did the car, why didn't you have your cell phone? But you had your cell phone to make this video. Oh, I didn't have my cell phone on me. It was back at the trailer, but I did go to the front desk and tell them to call the cops. Guys, listen to me. This shit didn't happen. We live in a world of technology where we keep our phones everywhere. Women, if we don't have pockets, we'll put that phone right there in between our bra, won't we? So there's no excuse for her not having her phone with her. She created that fake story. Then shortly after, another woman says that she was sexually assaulted in her own home. And the guy knew that it was assault. They were talking about it and he kept going. He took her phone when he was assaulting her. Then when he was finished assaulting her, he zipped up his pants, gave her back her phone, and he told her, lock the door when I leave. Guys, and you motherfuckers shared it over 30,000 times. Facebook did not take her down for spreading false rhetoric. None of that shit happened. But they take me down every month for some small shit. I was put on a ban because I showed a video of a woman lighting her boyfriend's car on fire. They got me for violence on the car. That's why I'm on a 30-day ban. Violence on the car. That same video had been out for 2 years already. 2 fucking years. So when I tell y'all that they're looking to target every little thing we do when it's the truth, that's what I mean. But that woman who lied about being sexually assaulted, when I provided the facts, the audio of me speaking to 3 different cops, I get put on a ban and she's free to continue to lie. And the sad part was they thought it was her ex. So when you go to his page and you see it's on site, everybody knows what it's on site means. And that don't mean that we're going to dance, that we're going to play cards or dominoes. That means that you're going to get hurt once we cite you. That's what that means. So all of that, and he could have been killed and he has a child. So when I tell y'all that these women need to stop lying, y'all got to stop lying. And these cops, you know, it is a crime to file a false police report, but they would have to prove that it was fake, which is hard to do when you don't have the napkin. So that story will be ongoing because they didn't have the evidence. They went back to the scene and didn't find that napkin that she flicked. So that means that somebody must have picked it up and blew their nose with it, picked it up, put it in their pocket. It vanished. There was no other reports of anyone going to the hospital. Come on, you guys. So again, women have to stop lying. I say this on every show, and it only gets worse. I'm telling you guys. Now, just to kind of clarify that, don't believe what you hear on the Shade Room. There isn't no big issue with Black women being targeted by traffickers. They target every race, and they target men too, and they target kids too. See, they don't just target women. They need men too. When it comes to organs, they would prefer a man's organs over a woman's. Do your history. It's not hard. It isn't. So, ladies, if you're going to create a fake story about someone putting a penny on your hood, y'all better make that shit sound good, and you better have it backed up with a police report that can be verified. Because nowadays, just saying it is not going to be enough. And you're not wrong, people, for asking them for more proof. You're not wrong for that, but they try to make you seem like, oh, you're calling me a liar? Oh, see, Black women, they're never protected. Yes, they are. Black women are protected. They are 100% protected, but the lies won't be protected. That's the only difference. Stop saying that Black men don't protect us. They just can't support a lie, and they're not going to be in our lies with us. It's not right. Now, granted, that woman from Texas, her husband fed that lie because they got to eat. They have a salon, right? Money comes, money goes. So they both had to be in on that lie for that to be credible in their own minds. But according to the cops, no truth. There is absolutely no truth to any of these claims that you guys are hearing online. None. The FBI has said that all these things are isolated incidents with no credible evidence. The FBI wouldn't just say that out their asses, y'all. So again, it has nothing to do with being a Black woman. It has everything to do with being a motherfucking liar. That tongue is something else, y'all. Back in the day, you had to cut that shit off if you couldn't tell the truth. There'd be a lot of women out here not able to talk if that was the case, because all they do is lie. So all I'm saying is a lot of people can say that I'm wrong, but it is what it is. Okay, guys. So I'm done with that part. I did want to address the text receipt that Rich was talking about. If anybody saw my Instagram, I did post a text receipt in regards to a woman who stole money out of a man's wallet while he was asleep. Okay. Now, I tell women this all the time. Y'all better be careful. A lot of people do not like thieves. A lot of people will kill thieves. And I'm not saying that's you. I'm not saying that it happened to you. Depending on what city you live in, some people take their money very seriously. You can die over 50 cents. Okay. You could die over a quarter. If you owed it, didn't pay it, they'll get you. Okay. This is how it works. But when you steal from someone, when they're unable to defend themselves, or when they're, they're not expecting it, it makes it that much worse, where they might want to hurt you. Okay. But this man, he knew that she took it because he had video evidence. Now, you can go to somebody's house and you don't know if they have a camera. He might put the wallet on the counter and there'll be a camera right there in the living room. So as you're leaving out and you see that wallet and you take the money, yeah, you're on camera. So it doesn't mean that he doesn't, well, why does he have a camera in the house? Well, it could be a lot of reasons why he has a camera in the house, but it's really not your business. You shouldn't be stealing, right? You shouldn't be stealing. But this woman did take the money. He had the proof that she took it. He actually showed her the proof that she took it. Now, he tried to be nice to her at first, okay? Because after she stole from him, she blocked his number. What these women don't realize is you might block this number, but there are thousands of text apps where you can create a text, put the area code, and have that number, and you can still text that person, right? That's what he did. I tell people this all the time, how they can do that. If somebody blocks your number, download a text me number, and you can text them from 15 different numbers if you change it. That's just the way it works. I'm not doing it. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm only saying it to help you. Okay? So he reached out to her and told her, give me my money back. Okay? She wanted to know how he knew where she lives, but you guys know what I do for a living. So if someone feels like they, have been done wrong and they just want to be able to get the person's information so they can get them in trouble, go to the cops, I'll help you. I got you all day. So when he was able to tell her where she lived and all that, she began to say, okay, he must know something. Instead of her saying, you know what, I know what this is about, I made a mistake, I called the cops. So when you know you did wrong and a woman says, I'll call the cops, tell them to do it. Because you know they're not going to call the cops because they know that they did something wrong. So she tried to make it seem like he was trying to get money from her because he's broke. But in turn, he knew that she took the money out of his wallet because he had it on video. So she went as far as to tell him, I didn't take any money from you. You don't scare me. You're just trying to threaten me. So when he sent her the video, she started singing a different tune. He wanted to know if he should take her to court, have her arrested, or should he give her a chance to give him his money back? Okay. I told him that's up to him. If it had been me, you're going to jail. Let me tell you why. Even if this woman has a son, I don't care. Women know when they have a child, the risk that occurs when they do something like steal. They know the consequences. Y'all got to stop feeling bad for these women with kids. Do you think they feel bad for these men when they lie and say that they've sexually assaulted them and they're lying? What about their kids? What about their kids' lives and reputations, right? They don't care about y'all. So why do men get this soft spot in their heart? Like, you know what? Even though I know she wouldn't have paid me if I didn't show her the video, I'm still going to forgive her. Please just send me back the money. But then that gives her a chance to do it again. Now, when she goes to the next motherfucker's house, she gonna make sure he don't have a camera. That's all. She's gonna become smarter. That's not the first time she stole from someone. That was the first time she got caught. Y'all see the difference? If you don't punish these people, they will continue to do the behavior. So again, I left that up to him because I don't want to make the decision for you. But if somebody stole $400 from me, I think you should do a couple days in jail. I think you should see what it's like to be a criminal and locked up. Kid or no kid, I don't care. That's just me. But a lot of people tend to have a soft spot. Oh, just let her pay you back and cut your ties. Okay. And then what if she does this to the next guy and he slits her throat? He could have saved her life by getting her in trouble, right? Some people need to do a couple days. Eat that prison loaf. And then that'll change their whole life around. Some of them need that. But in order for people to learn and grow, they have to be held accountable. And if she wasn't so cocky in the beginning, then I would have said, yeah, give the woman a chance. But she was too cocky, y'all, because she didn't know he had the video. See, ladies, when you're going to these men's houses, you got to make sure that you know what you're getting into. If you're going to commit a crime, you better make sure that it is a crime where you won't get caught. Stealing, if he didn't have the video, it would have been his word against hers. The cops would have been able to prove whether she took it or not. They would have said, well, maybe you lost the money. Maybe you misplaced the money, but we can't prove that she took the money from you, that would have been the end of that. Y'all know how it works. All I'm saying is, ladies, y'all got to be careful and stop stealing. Get your own money. You don't know what you're getting into, and you don't know who these people are that you're stealing from. A lot of people do not like thieves, and back in the day, they would kill you. Or if you stole from them, they will chop off your hand. They were really crazy back then, and some people are still crazy now. They don't care that you have a child. They don't care. They said, well, you had that child when you were in my wallet too, didn't you? Yeah, okay. So I'm just saying, they wouldn't give you guys a break. It's rare that they give a black man a break. They will make sure they prosecute to the fullest extent. So men, you guys got to start doing it too in order for, people to learn. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I'm just looking at here. He clearly still wants to smash. She got him by the balls. Well, I don't know if that's the case. He told me in this predicament, he said he felt bad because she had a kid. At the end of the day, she does have a kid. And I told him she had that kid when she was in your wallet too. And if you didn't have the video, you wouldn't have had that money. That's your bill money. When it comes to paying your bills and someone took your bill money, that's them taking off of your plate. When you're hungry, what do you got to do? You got to eat, right? So why give somebody a pass for taking food off of your plate? I'm sorry. That's not the first guy she's robbed. Especially if they went back to his house to have sex. Come on now. Come on, you guys. I'm not talking to myself. Okay, so one guy said no ifs, no buts. They are getting arrested. If you show weakness by letting them off, they'll just be emboldened to carry on. That's right. Treat bullies and thieves exactly the same. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. But a lot of men said they would have just told her to pay the money and they would have let it go. I don't think that's helping her at all. I think that's going to make her smarter for the next guy. So the next guy she might invite to her house, right? The next guy she might say, get a hotel room, right? Get a motel. Get something cheap. $25 a night. She's just going to be smarter. That way I know there's no cameras. If we're both going to a spot together, I know he can't set up a camera in my presence, right? So she's just going to get smarter. That's all. That's all. My thing is, I understand that at times are hard, but the woman works at Amazon. She has a job. Amazon is also offering a lot of overtime. There's no excuse. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't. I'm not one to say, oh, okay, you're right. No. Do you think I cared that a woman had a kid when she lied on the dad about touching the kid? I didn't care. You lied. When you lie, all that goes out the window. When you lie, your credibility is shot. So all I'm telling you guys is please do not believe things without facts. That's all I'm saying. See, 1 minute y'all tell us to get the facts when it's immaterial. But when it's a black woman saying a lie, you're telling us to believe the woman without the facts. That's not the way the world works, ladies. I'm sorry. I don't work that way. If a woman came out and said, I ordered Pizza Hut, he came over and he started groping my breasts, I need more facts to that. Did you call the cops? Did you file a police report? What Pizza Hut was it? Yeah, we ask those questions because we need those answers. And also, it'll protect the next person who might order from that same Pizza Hut. See, a lot of y'all try to flip the script and say we only asking it because we don't trust you. When we just want to make sure we got all the facts. That's all. Because when you're telling someone a story and you start asking them questions and they're lying, they start to forget. That's why. So I'm just saying, you guys, we definitely have to do better when it comes to that. We do. And I'm telling you guys, this week I have gotten a lot of people. I'm going to be posting a lot of content. I have a lot of different videos. It's going to be crazy. Okay? It's going to be very crazy. I told you guys I've been hearing all those stories about women who, to get back at men, they're putting their own blood in their food. I have 6 stories. But the one that I recently got, I feel like I'm going to use that one. The first story I got was a couple months ago, where the woman said it's like tradition to put a little bit of menstrual blood in your man's food. Not just spaghetti, but food in general. He'll never know if you're using so little of the amount, right? Masking it with spices. Fellas, please be careful. Please be careful when she cooks. If you don't trust this woman and you just met her, don't eat anything just yet. These women are acting a fool. And all of this started off on TikTok. The same place that told me that my text receipt was abusive behavior. But you don't think telling women to put a little bit of blood in their men's food to get them to act right? Y'all don't think that that's disgusting? That's cannibalism in some states. Right? They on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Right? Y'all just as bad as him. Y'all putting y'all nasty blood. I mean, that's not clean blood, you dummies. That's disgusting. You don't do that. But I've received so many of them. Some of them were just people trolling. Remember, I told you guys I have to verify. I like to verify before I post some shit. Well, this person sent me this tweet, but it was a lock tweet. You know, when people usually tweet something and they lock it It's because they only trust the people that's inside of their circle. They're not going to make it public because they know that it might reach the person that they're talking about, right? But then they don't know who that person knows that's inside that circle. So even though she did send that as a tweet and it was protected, I'm not going to show her name, but I do got it. Not only do I got her information, but it seems to me that this person could be a nurse. And the reason why I think she is a nurse, not just because her profile has the hospital and it has like a nurse emoji, but because she said put 1cc in his food. 1cc, if you get a needle, they go by the cc's. That's what they do. That's like medical terms. That's medical talk. So what do you do when a nurse is saying, and she could be a CNA, but I'm thinking nurses usually deal with syringes. CNAs can only do certain things. There's just assistants, right? They can do your vitals. Oh, doctor, he's here. He's ready for his check. They can't really. I didn't think CNAs can draw blood. I think that's for the nurses. If I'm right, y'all can correct me if I'm right. I don't know too many CNAs, but I thought CNAs can only do low level shit like the vitals and blood pressure. The basic shit. I can check your temperature, hit you on the knee, cool. But when it comes to like taking blood, they can't do that. Am I right? Anybody that's a nurse or works in a hospital, do CNAs, can they draw blood? I didn't think they can. So this person to me seems to be a nurse. So what do you do when a nurse is saying that she put 1cc of menstrual blood in her boyfriend's food? What do you do? What do you do? Do we take it as a joke? I mean, she only posted it to her friends. It's like somebody on Facebook posting it just to their friends where you can't share it, but the people could take a picture of it, right? And even though it was sent to me yesterday, when I went back on that page, of course, I'm not that person's friend and I'm not going to go to follow them, but the person told me she didn't take it down. Well, I already got it. I got it. It's too late. Y'all can post and delete. Y'all see how the shade room be getting these celebrities, right? Who post and delete? All you got to do is post it. You might delete it in that second, but if it's on somebody's page, until they click on it, it'll say it's no longer there. But they can still see it where they can take a screenshot. That's how dumb you guys are. And even if it's a joke, I guess we'll find out when he responds to my message if he did eat the food she's saying that she put it in. Only he would know, right? But I think every man deserves to know what's going on. Even if they're saying it as a joke. I don't take jokes lightly like that. This is like the seventh time I've heard of a woman putting blood in someone's food. Now, mind you, a few of those stories, they were trolling, guys. It was fake. I verified. Nope, didn't happen. They just did it just for kicks. And I don't even know why people would do that for kicks. I think that is very disgusting. It is. Y'all over here talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, but you're telling people that you're putting your own blood in somebody else's food? That ain't right. That's disgusting, right? So again, I think everybody has the right to know. And if something like that is sent to me, I'm going to do what I can to hunt the person down. It wasn't hard to figure out, who the person was and who the boyfriend was. But we don't know if he really cheated. I don't know if he really cheated. Only he know. But see, y'all know how Facebook works. If we're not friends, it'll sit there in your spam until they actually check their spam. Once he checks it, he'll see it. But all I'm saying is, I don't know why these women do this. You might have a good career and you ruin your good career over a joke. Because y'all wouldn't like a cop saying, oh, I saw a black kid today and I aimed my gun, but I didn't fire. LOL. Y'all would want that cop fired. Am I right? But he's joking. He's trolling. Y'all would say, who jokes like that? Correct? Am I lying? So why shouldn't a nurse be fired for a nasty, gruesome joke like that? Now, what if the food she's saying she put it in, they actually did have that food? Then what? Could we say that story is somewhat close to being true? She might have done it. All I'm saying, ladies, is if a man cheats on you, you don't have to do something low level like, light his car on fire, put your blood in his food, get him fired from a job. Y'all ain't got to ruin his life. Just leave. He ain't for you. Leave and find you someone that's for you. But putting your own blood in someone's food, you can get killed over shit like that. It ain't funny at all. And if she is in fact joking, but they did have that food, that's up to him to determine that. But I'm telling you, in most states, that's called cannibalism. That's what it is. The same shit that Jeffrey Dahmer was doing. Ain't that something? And y'all didn't know that that's what that was, because he's actually eating food with your blood in it. That's some nasty shit. So what I'm saying, you guys, is she said my mom was a CNA. I never heard of her saying she did something with syringes. Okay, so I figured that. It's just a nursing assistant. So you're assisting the nurse. So again, I think this woman is a nurse. I don't think she's a CNA. I think she's a nurse. She said 1cc. I know the little medical terminology. You know, I worked in hospitals before. I know the little talk. I know what they say. But most people that work in the medical field, they talk in terms. So 1cc, you know, I'm thinking of a syringe with that much blood in it. That's still disgusting. Anywhere it goes, disgusting. So I'm just saying, you guys, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to be posting coming up this week. And hopefully I don't get my Instagram shut down, because it seems like when I post some real shit that can get somebody hurt, that's when they come after me with a strike. It just happens, right? So again, like with these stories that these women are telling, you ladies got to do better. You really got to do better. We're tired of hearing these stories that never happened. And these media outlets who are supporting y'all lies, if y'all believe the Shade Room over CNN, that's y'all. Y'all can believe the Shade Room because they got 20 something million followers, right? But they only get like 30,000 likes on something. Y'all can follow that. But I actually listen to CNN and what the courts, what they say. If it never happened, if it didn't go to court, if the FBI is not supporting it, then it never happened. It didn't. But what Black women are doing is they want the attention to be on us. They don't want the attention to be on the Black men who are being shot and killed and all that. They want it to be on us. Bring the attention back to us, right? So all I'm saying is, if it was a big epidemic like this where women are being targeted, Black women at that, CNN would have broke that shit long time ago. What they don't break is fake news. They don't do that. They verify 100%. So if it didn't make CNN, in my eyes, it didn't happen. It didn't. These women are doing what they can to go viral. And I think that is pathetic at this point. And if you're using a man to be the scapegoat to fit your story, and you are that man that was accused, please take these women to court for defamation. That is defamation. If you Black men are in the gym working out and you see a woman coming in there with a thong on and her titties out, he's looking at me. Y'all got to start taking these women to court. Who isn't going to look? If a woman comes into a crowded gym with her ass cheeks hanging out, who isn't going to look? God gave us 2 eyes to look, right? Some of us look in shock. Like, wow, she really wore that outfit in here. How is that even remotely cool? And women would say, do not treat me like a sex object. How dare you look at me? What do you mean, how dare they look? I'm a woman and I've looked too. Like, what is she wearing? We have a whole room for just women where you can wear that naked shit in there. And no man will ever step foot in that room. But you guys choose to go out into the big areas, right? So those men can look. And again, like I tell you, fellas, if you look good, she ain't gonna mind you looking. It's the ones that got the moles on their nose and they got titties themselves and they're trying to lose weight and get themselves back in shape. It's those men that they call predators. But if you look good, you got abs and you're attractive, light eyes. Oh, yeah. They don't mind you looking. See, because I've never seen a woman record an attractive guy, a very attractive guy. He was looking at me in the gym. They're not going to do that shit. But they will get Earl, the janitor. They will get Earl, who was there cleaning the mats, cleaning the equipment. That's who they record, Earl, with the butt crack showing. That's who they record. So like I said, these women are taking over TikTok with these fake ass stories. They're even telling women how to use men. And none of that is being reported on TikTok. But they are reporting my text receipts, you guys. So either the woman found my TikTok and did that to me, or they're just targeting me. Now, mind you guys, if it's about a certain individual, they can't report me for bullying. That's why I blur out the names. But I can still get in trouble if they can prove that that's them. All they got to do is show TikTok that that's their receipt. Oh, look, see? It's the same message that. And then I can lose my page, just like that. So TikTok is a little bit more strict on my text receipts. So that's why I'm not really posting on TikTok like that. But on TikTok, you can find how to scam a man. Yep, on TikTok, you will see ass cheeks hanging out. Sometimes you'll see the coochie flaps too. All that's on TikTok, guys, for your pleasure. They don't report that shit. They just report me. So again, like I said, as much as I, am getting striked for little things, I can still post it elsewhere like YouTube and things like that, okay? All I'm saying is women outnumber men. We all know that. Y'all want attention so bad. Y'all want it so bad, even if it means embarrassing somebody else. That's how bad y'all want that attention. What makes me mad is when women say, why would a woman do this? Why not? Attention. Social media is a drug. Social media is stronger than fentanyl, in my opinion. You got some people that can't live without checking in their notification, right? If their picture doesn't get enough likes, they take it down and put up a even more raunchier picture. Maybe this time I'll show a little bit of coochie hair. Maybe this time I'll show a little piece of nipple. There we go. There's my likes I've been missing. It's a drug, you guys. All I'm saying is half the shit that y'all see me post on Instagram, it ain't in no violation. Y'all know it ain't. They just don't like me. They don't like me. I watched on Twitter Cardi B go at it with Akbar, and she posted that woman's sex tape. So all I'm saying, you guys, is, stay vigilant of what you see. And if you're following me on Instagram, it's going to get tough this week. Like I said, I'm not going to sit there and let you guys destroy good men. And I'm not going to make you, let you go out there and spread false stories. Y'all can call me fake all you want. Oh, her text receipts are fake because she's not showing their names. Oh, the text receipts are fake because they're not showing the phone numbers. Why do y'all think the shade room blurs out phone numbers and shit like that? The shade room blurs out cuss words. There's a reason why we have to do that shit, you guys. We have to. It's bullying now if you show certain things. Y'all not seeing the pattern. But when I lose my first Instagram, y'all still think this shit is fake. Okay. I guess I got to lose this one too, the other one, for y'all to believe it. But I'm telling you, Instagram and Facebook, they have really changed up their rules. They are really strict. You can't even share a video of someone lighting a car on fire because that's violence on a car. Do y'all get me? I showed y'all the shit. So y'all know I'm not playing. And I didn't get to appeal it. They didn't even let me appeal the video. I would be getting my page back 2 days before my birthday. Makes you not even want to post anymore. So what I'm telling you guys is bullying on Facebook and Instagram, the shit is real. All it takes is that person to report me and then my shit will come down. Y'all saw TikTok said, we looked at the text receipt the second time and saw it is abusive content. Abusive? He didn't hit her. She didn't hit him. He just said the sex was trash. And that's abuse? Damn. But I know how to scam a man. Y'all let that shit ride though, right? Okay. Telling y'all I can't make this shit up. So I guess I will just keep posting what I can. And then maybe I come up with a second backup page just in case this one gets taken down too. Because the shit I got in my phone, I'm definitely going to drop it so I can delete and get more space in my phone. I got too much stuff in my phone. But again, I'm not going to let these women get away with doing nasty shit. Keep your blood to yourself. If he's cheating on you, leave. Leave. Because if he was putting sperm in your Twinkies, you'll go to the cops, wouldn't you? They'll find some way to say that was sexual assault because she didn't have a choice, right? But women can put blood in their food, right? Right? I'm telling you guys, it's getting bad out here. Y'all better be vigilant. So please stay tuned on my Instagram. I might drop something tomorrow, but then it's Sunday, so I don't want to be that messy. But I'm just telling you guys, I have a lot of stuff that I'm going to show you guys. Okay. And I'm thinking of other ways where I don't have to do this Facebook and Instagram shit no more, where we can just be raw and authentic. And I can show everything and y'all can go and harass them and they can't get me because I don't have that page no more. Most of your big pages don't have Facebook and Instagram. They have one platform, usually YouTube, because they don't get strikes that much. And they only do it because they've lost so many Facebooks and Instagrams. It does get tiring. Y'all lost a page that almost hit 80,000. Oh, and I did want to say thank you guys for the 10,000 on Instagram. I forgot to tell y'all thank you for that. I will be doing a giveaway. I got some shirts. I got a what do you call it? A gym bag, a mental health gym bag. I have a long sleeve mental health shirt. So I have a few things that I'm going to be giving away. That I hit since I hit Instagram, I hit the 10,000 on Instagram, and I'll be able to ship that out to you guys this week, whoever wins. So just look out for that post too. But guys, look, at the end of the day, I know women are not gonna like me for exposing them for their lies, but listen to me. Anytime you hear a story that doesn't sound right, wait for the evidence to come out. Please do not support these women and men by sending them money without knowing, because they are scamming you guys left and right. And they'll use their kids as a ploy so they can get more money from you guys. And they're actually doing very well. And they're taking money from people who are not doing very well, right? And most of them, 9 times out of 10, they're coming out with this dramatic story to support a business, music. It never fails. One person had a salon, the other one had a bakery, the other one had a YouTube music channel. I'm telling you guys, they're doing whatever they can to get you to come to their page and click on that video to give it more views. That's how they get paid. You guys are paying these scammers, right? When I told y'all the McDonald's thing was a fake, I was right. I'm calling it out because I see it, guys. More people are coming out with skits to make you think that they're real, and they're not real. Okay? So just know that whenever there's a skit and all the people in the video are tagged, that shit ain't real. Come on, you guys. Come on, y'all. I'm not the only one. Okay? Some of this stuff is so easy. Okay? All I'm saying is, Black women, please do better. You guys have so much talent. You don't have to use it in a bad way. If you're trying to promote your food and all that, there's avenues that you have to go through. You might have to pay a page to give you a shout out. I usually post businesses for free. You ain't got to go this route, ladies. Stop lying. You can get your food out in other ways. Get you a little stand and sell it like that. Quit being lazy. That's all I'm saying. Quit being lazy. I'm just looking at your comments real quick. I'm a woman who will always support you for exposing these scamming modern 304s. Yes, girl. Yeah, I'm gonna expose them every time, because if we don't do it, who will? You know, these celebrities come out saying, protect our Black women at all costs. Please wear gloves when you're opening up your door. You guys, all they're doing is trying to create panic. Ain't nothing going on like that. That's not the way traffickers move. When they move, they get you when you're not expecting it. If they know, they're not going to sit there and watch one single person. That's not the way they move. And most of the trafficking occurs right there close to you in your hometown, your home, somebody that knows you. But it ain't no, I'm going to put a zip tie on the door because that means that she's a single woman. They don't do that, y'all. No, they don't do that. So don't believe these fake stories. Oh, I told my cop buddy, and he said that's a trafficking attempt. But the FBI said it's not right. So what's the cop buddy's name so we can let him know that the FBI lied? Oh, well, he doesn't have. Yeah, exactly. Men lie too. It ain't going on. So as of today, we're fine. There's no trafficking attempt going on with anybody. So all I'm telling you guys is, please don't be so gullible. A lot of these women, you got to call them Swiss cheese because they got a lot of holes in their story. Anytime you see some cap like that, just say Swiss cheese and keep it moving. Can't get reported for that, right? Because a lot of them, they tell y'all a story and it don't make sense. It don't. My story didn't make no sense, but y'all still believed me. So I drove myself home under the influence of some drug that made me dizzy, but I got home safe and sound. And as soon as I saw my husband, I fell into his arms. Y'all made that story so dramatic, and y'all believed me. Y'all crazy. So again, guys, all I'm saying is we have to be vigilant, and we have to understand that people do lie for clout. They will say that they were sexually assaulted. They would say that they were almost kidnapped. They would say that they were drugged. But a napkin was drugged, a penny was drugged, a dollar. Ooh, they're drugging dollar bills. So you pick it up and then you'll fall asleep, and then they'll grab you. Not happening. It's not happening. But back in the day, they would put a dollar on your windshield wiper. Ooh, look, a dollar. You get out while your car is running and they drove off in your car. That was the scam. And they did that to men and women. It wasn't just women. It was men too falling for that. They did that in Chicago. So guys, please know that some of these are just old tales being resurfaced. Oh, so I'm hoping that I'm hoping that you guys caught on to some of the things I said today. And I know that those women are going to be pissed at me that I've been talking about, but it's okay because the truth always prevails. If you take the video off of your page all of a sudden, that to me is telling me that, okay, they caught me in my lie. Now I got to go hide. A lot of women do need mental health evaluations, but instead of them admitting it, they're going to keep lying. Their stories will get more and more dramatic to get money from you guys. Please stop believing these stories unless you have facts. If a woman says that she was kicked out of her home because of Hurricane Ian and she has 5 kids, they can get assistance easy. A woman with kids can get assistance easy. It's a man with kids that has to go through 50,000 doors. A woman? No. A man? Yes. Single men with kids, they want to know where the mom is. What'd you do? Is she okay? Is she alive? That's what they do when it's a man with kids. When it's a woman, you poor baby. What can we give you? Well, here's a beautiful 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, $80 a month. Free healthcare, $1,500 in food stamps a month. What else can we do for you, Bonquisha? What else can we do for you? How dare he leave you like that? Well, we're gonna chase him and get the child support. Don't worry. You just sit here with this cool air conditioning. We got you. That's what they do for women with kids. Men with kids will never get never get it that easy. They gotta wait 30 days. Women can get it in 30 seconds. That's the difference. Okay, you said we got a 304 in your chat. Hold on, where's she at? What's her name? Somebody just said there's a 304 in my chat. I don't know who it is. What's the name? I'm sorry, guys. Let me look at here. I'm just looking at the comments to look for who y'all talking about. So Aya, that's who y'all talking about? If his dick isn't good and he can't please women, he'll never be powerful. Hold on. I'm just going back to reading her comments. Aya, if you want to, you can definitely bring your ass onto this chat. I mean, onto the panel. You don't even got to talk all this stuff in the comments. These are broken women who've been molested and discarded. That's why they like to manipulate. They feel powerful. So Aya, where'd you get these stats from, honey? Let me go ahead and highlight what you just said. So Aya, a woman, I'm guessing it's a woman. She said that these are broken women who've been molested and discarded. Carded. You mean okay? That's why they like to manipulate. They feel powerful. Aya, I disagree 1,000%. No, these women are doing this because they want money, honey. That's all it is. I would like to know where you got your stats because I worked for the state and I saw this type of lying. So you mean to tell me that women say, well, hey, he touched our little Susan. He was touching her private parts. She's saying that because she was touched. That is not always the case. That's like me saying, okay, so guys, based on Aya's dumbass logic, because I'm about to dox her after this show. I don't like stupid shit like this. I'm mad now. So based on Aya, she's saying that R. Kelly had every right to molest young girls because he too was molested. We know that R. Kelly was molested by the women in his family. They were tearing his ass up. His brother cried and said, they did tear us up. They did molest us. It was normal to us. And R. Kelly grew up to do the same behaviors. So why are people judging him then? Why are people wanting him to be killed? Why do they want his balls cut off? He was a victim. Remember, he was molested too. So according to Aya, that gave R. Kelly a right to do it because he went through it. No, not true. Everybody has an option in life. You can get help or you can continue to feed the monster. It's up to you. It's up to you. But we can't make excuses for what happened when people were kids. When you're an adult, you're charged as an adult. I don't care if when you were a kid, you were put in a room for 23 and a half hours a day and you only had 30 minutes to breathe. I don't care. It should not define you as an adult. Go get help. There are too many mental health resources out there to help you. But when you use what you went through as a child to manipulate people in your adult life, then you're going to get the adult consequences. They're not going to give a fuck what happened when you were a kid. You were a kid. I lost my mom when I was a kid. Did I grow up a hoe? No. But I know a lot of women who didn't have their mothers growing up, and they are straight up hoes. They got multiple baby daddies, burn wounds, and they smoke Newports, and they love, drinking Boone's Farm. That's what they do all day. I chose not to let that define me. It's a choice, people. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. So, Aya, I think you might have some mental health problems yourself. If you need help, I can help you too. But I think you're wrong on this one. But no, the thing, okay, Aya, you're saying you're exposing this. What is your facts? Where's this coming from? If you're saying that these women are putting blood in people's food, stealing out of their wallets, making up stories about being kidnapped, making up stories about being sexually assaulted, where is your proof that it's coming from them all being assaulted when they were young? That's not right. Most women, and check this out, guys. When I worked for the state, I learned that most women who were molested as kids, they did grow up to be promiscuous. They thought that was normal. So they had a lot of sexual partners. But they didn't say, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start making up stories to go viral. That is not what they did. They lived a life of having sex with a lot of people, maybe having a few kids, because that was normal for them. They didn't get the help that they needed. But they did not turn out to be these evil motherfuckers setting people up, lying on people, and potentially getting people killed. That did not happen. Sorry. Most kids that were molested as kids, they turn out to live that same life. It's usually the same. R. Kelly, I can go down the list. But it's rare that they turn out differently, but they like to go viral off of lying and stealing from people. That's not usually what happens. Like I said, guys, if you're going to tell me something like that, just show me the proof. Put a link in there. Let me see where that's coming from, because I never heard that before. I'm not going to make excuses for women who are grown-ass women that know right from wrong. Unless you are mentally disturbed and you take medications and you live in a psychiatric ward, I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for you. I'm sorry. I don't care what trauma you dealt with. When I was 16 years old, my mom wasn't the only person dead. My grandmother was gone. My uncle was gone. I had no female figures. All I had was my sisters. And they didn't even know shit because we didn't have our mother or grandmother. And yet we didn't turn out to be hoes. My two oldest sisters don't have no motherfucking pookies. And they're not hoes. So again, it's a choice to be a hoe. It's a choice to be a 304. It is a choice. You can either be defined by your past or you can change the route and live a different life. It's up to you. But I'm tired of the excuses. Do you know how hard it is as a female being raised by your dad? Back in the day, it was different. We didn't have all the stuff that we have now. And yet, if 3 girls can turn out good and none of them are hoes, then why can't you? I don't want to hear that shit. Next. I won't say all abuse victims are evil, but most are. They are hurt and want to feel powerful. Okay, so Aya, that's what you should have said at first. See, now I can kind of get what you're saying. Maybe some of them can become evil. But what I'm saying is they still deserve to be held accountable, right? Jeffrey Dahmer grew up in a household where his mom and dad, all they did was argue, right? And then they get a divorce and then this nigga's eating brains. Nobody in his family was doing that. They weren't eating on human flesh. It was a choice that he made to be a nasty motherfucker, right? Maybe he didn't like women because his mom and dad didn't work out. His mom left him. So he probably despised women. Didn't want shit to do with women. But he loved men for some reason. It was the men that turned him on. The women turned him off. So maybe that's why he didn't fuck with women or kill women. Because he didn't like them. Didn't even want to be around them. So what I'm saying is he made the choice to be a nasty motherfucker. But his brother didn't go that route. His brother turned out to be okay. He's the nasty motherfucker. So what I'm trying to say to you, Aya, is that we can't sit here and say that most of these women do this because they went through something. It doesn't matter what they went through. You're now an adult. You have to get help for yourself, or you're going to do something bad and it's going to come with consequences. Because do you think they cared about R. Kelly being molested? They gave that motherfucker 3 decades. They gave him 3 decades. Do you think they gave a shit about him being molested as a child for years and years and years? Can you imagine the trauma he suffered? They don't give a fuck about that. They only give a fuck about what he did in adulthood. Because now it's called accountability. See, Aya? Because I'm telling you, if he had molested somebody you knew, do you think it would have warranted him getting help and not going to prison? You would have wanted his ass to probably die. So all I'm saying is That trauma shit that you bring up when they were kids, it doesn't matter when you're an adult. You made the choice to do the action, right? Every action has a reaction. That's all I'm saying. Daphne, I think your chat are weirdo beta males who feel entitled to sex. Okay, so hey, I don't know why you feel like men are entitled to sex. I don't know what you're talking about, and you're kind of going off the topic now. And I think what you're saying, there's a lot of women who think they're entitled too. Entitled to having a man pay all their bills, entitled to having a man pay for everything on the first date, entitled to having a man go all out on the first date, and all they gotta do is sit there and be pretty. Women be asking for a lot of shit too. And a lot of women love teasing men too to get what they want. They're sending pussy pics. And I'm saying this, Aya, because this was sent to me. That guy who flew that woman out, who was gonna fuck, yeah, they made arrangements to fuck. That's why he got the hotel. She was sending him pussy pics, videos playing with her pussy. I seen the shit. You're not gonna do all this. And then I fly you out and you tell me that, oh, we're just friends. No, that's not the way it works. You don't send videos playing with your pussy to your friends. You send it to someone that you might want to fuck. So women need to stop acting like they're not initiating this tease that they're doing, and then they're pulling back. Now, mind you, you have every right to say I'm not fucking you. But what you're not gonna do is fly out to another man's state on his dime, knowing you're not giving him the pussy, even though you told him you will. That's the difference. Yes, if I was a man and you sent me some pussy videos and you're telling me all the shit you're gonna do to me, and that got me to get you a ticket to fly you out, you better be ready to put in the work. You get to the hotel and you tell me, oh yeah, I thought we were just friends. Check out is that new. And he has every right to make her ass go back. So again, a lot of these women love teasing these men and getting them all hot and horny so they can get everything they want out of them. And then they say, oh, we're just friends. When are y'all gonna stop doing that? Men don't deserve that. Men do not deserve to be played with. That's not right. It ain't right. If you don't want to fuck this dude, leave him the fuck alone. If you don't want to fuck this dude, why put yourself in a position to be in his space? Y'all women kill me with that. So how'd you get to the hotel? Oh, he flew me there, but I don't want to have sex. Then why the fuck are you in the hotel, you dumb bitch? Y'all got to stop putting yourselves in these positions. Y'all know what the fuck it is. You know you're supposed to be spreading eagle. Stop fucking around. If you don't want to fuck with this dude, do not accept the ticket. It's that simple. But y'all motherfuckers will get these men all hot and horny, go to the hotel, and then tell them, now that I'm at this beautiful hotel and you spent all this money, I just want to be friends and read the Bible with you. Not going to happen. Checkout is at 12. Get the fuck out. Men have every right to pull that rug from under them. Bye. You and your wig, get back on the plane and go back. See, because a lot of you women have been teasing men like this for years, and the shit ain't right. If you don't want to fuck with this dude, he ain't your type, leave him alone. Y'all take his money, y'all accept his dates, and even accept his ticket, right? Then when you go to his state, all of a sudden you want to be friends, you want to shop. Not gonna happen. Nope. He needs you to have that same energy you had in them videos. See, a lot of women are not telling y'all the full story. See, that everybody knows about that text receipt that I posted, was it last year? Where, they were talking for months and she was sending sexual videos. They were even fucking on FaceTime. You know how y'all do it. So it was nothing new. So when he booked that hotel, it was predominantly for fucking. People don't book hotels to read the Bible. They don't book hotels to play dominoes. They book it to fuck. That's all. Y'all got to stop acting like you don't know what it is. And no, a woman don't got to give no pussy to no man, and a man ain't got to give no dick to no woman. But if you guys have an arrangement and you change up on that arrangement, he has every right to change up too. Get the fuck out. Because then y'all call him the villain for putting her out. No, he ain't wrong. All I'm saying, you guys, is, don't put yourself in a position where you don't feel safe. Women, we have those red flags and that pit in our stomach. We know when something ain't right. So why would we put ourselves in that position? But let's not act like only men are predators. Women right now, as of this year, women are the biggest predators. And nobody will say that because we're talking about women here. You had a woman who had Erica Mena, Erica Mena. Everybody knows Erica Mena and Safari. They got the fake marriage they had on Love and Hip Hop. She had a picture of her son in the bed and put, "My king in my bed." My king in my bed. That is your fucking toddler son. Why would you call your son your king and say that he's in your bed? A lot of these women are some nasty motherfuckers, whether y'all believe it or not. A lot of these women have kids that are 6 years old that are still breastfeeding. That's some nasty shit too. Y'all women gotta stop this attention seeking stuff that y'all doing. It's nasty as fuck. No 6-year-old boy should be on the nipple at 6. You want to give him some titty milk? Put that shit in a bottle and give it to him then. But y'all over here doing these videos on TikTok with your grown-ass kids sucking on your nipple, that's some nasty shit. We can go deep into this. Women are the biggest predators of 2022, in my opinion. The biggest predators. They're right under the radar. Y'all don't even see it. You got these women preying on men that are sick, taking their money. All this shit that y'all see and y'all think it's still about men, huh? Slick man, thank you. Daphne had lost her mom when she was in high school. Is she hurting people now? No, because in a logical standpoint, Daphne would want to make her mom proud. Thank you, Slick man. Very true. Because a lot of people keep thinking that the accountability queen had it easy growing up when I did not. I made the choice not to be a hoe. And I hung around with nothing but men. And none of those men could say they even kissed me. It wasn't hard for me to say no. See, when you value your body and your temple, you treat it differently. You move differently. You act differently. But women love using their past to make up being a hoe today. No. Well, when I was 5 years old, this guy, he tried to grab me. And ever since then, I just been fucking everybody I see. That's your choice to do that. You got to start taking accountability for your choice. I could have been like those other women. Well, I don't have my mommy or grandma. Let me go out there and spread eagle and fuck every dude I see. Yeah, that'd be fun. And maybe I get some pookies out of it. That wasn't the life I wanted. And I have 2 older sisters who don't have any kids. And my oldest sister is 40 years old. 40 fucking years old with no kids. So clearly we got the memo on how to be women without a woman in our life. See? So again, women, you got to stop using your traumas to make excuses for being a piece of shit today. Because you had the choice. If you need mental health, I can help you. Mental health services, I'm free. I tell y'all every week or every time I do a show, I tell you guys I'm free. And I still get more men than women. As of today, I still have more men on my caseload than women. Because women don't like to admit that they fucked up. Instead, they want to use that energy to make up fake stories, to go viral. They don't want the truth to stare them in the face. So all I'm saying, you guys, is I'm not doing this to point fingers. But women, y'all are really destructive this year. I'm tired of catching y'all in lies. I think the worst lie that I got was the woman who lied about sexual assault. That broke my heart when the cop called me directly and told me she refused our services, told us to get the fuck off their property, basically. Not in all those words, but basically you can go. Then when we met with the mom, the big bloated busted ass mom, she said, my daughter lies like this all the time. This is normal. How can you accept that? That means you failed as a mother. You failed. I didn't have my mom around. I knew not to lie about shit like that. But here she is with her mama, and her mom is saying that's normal. So what's going to happen when she lies on the wrong dude and he kills her? Right? That's all I'm saying, you guys. You got to stop lying. I sent the cops to this woman's house. See, they thought that the accountability queen was a lie. Oh, yeah, she didn't really do that. How did she do that from Illinois? Like the shit is hard. Like I don't have contacts in other states. Then when I hit y'all with 3 separate video recordings and the phone number where you can call and verify, y'all motherfuckers still didn't want to do that, huh? What number did you call? Here you go. Who'd you speak to? Here's his number and Bad's number. Next. Y'all can't challenge me. Then when I showed y'all the truth, I got shut down. See what I'm saying? That's what happens, you guys. Even when I showed y'all names and the truth, I almost lost my fucking account. Had to send my ID, had to send a piece of mail. Y'all, they had me all wrapped up. I had to send all that stuff. And I had to send them the number to the police department that I called and the cops that I spoke to just to get my page back. So again, guys, when you expose people for the full truth, you will be shut down. Just know that. It is. I'm telling you guys. So all I'm telling you is that I will be doing another show because I did have an altercation with a woman on Facebook before they shut me down. And it got really heated. One thing I don't like about some women is when they expect a man to be their savior. Ladies, it is domestic violence month, and this is how I'm gonna end it. It is domestic violence month. I get it. And it's not just for women. Men are also abused too, but y'all laugh at that shit. So I won't even go there. But we can go there if you want to, but I won't. I'm also a survivor of domestic violence. 3.5 years. I was stabbed. I was choked. I had a busted eye, broken jaw, busted lip, pushed down the stairs, almost broke my neck. That's what I went through as a young person, young and stupid. One thing about my abuser, he never did the shit in public. He did it behind the scenes. Every apartment we had, thousands of dollars worth of damage from him punching holes in the wall, throwing things and breaking them. I went through all that with a black man for 3.5 years. I survived because I made the choice to survive. Now you got these modern day abusers who would do the shit in public. They will hit a woman in public, or a woman will yell at her man in public, and then you'll see the person still leave with the motherfucker. See, modern day abuse, you have more options. You can leave right there and ask for help in a crowded store, right? But y'all still choose to tag along. So when you ask somebody to defend you, that's why they don't defend you, dumbasses. If this woman would allow this man to slap her in a store and then y'all both leave together in the car, why do you think a black man's going to step in and say, don't you hit her? Because when he gets his head blown off, you're still going to get in the car with that motherfucker, aren't you? I heard a story about the man who got stabbed at the gas station trying to defend a black woman who wouldn't leave Pookie, right? And guess who left with Pookie? The black woman. And guess who laid there bleeding at the gas station on the ground? The black man. So you black bitches that keep saying that black men don't protect y'all when you're in violent situations, that's a fucking lie. Y'all just don't want to leave the person you need protection from. But y'all want these black men who have families, who have kids, who have brothers to risk their lives for you, and you won't even leave the motherfucker, right? That's why they're not going to ever protect you in public. Because he's too comfortable doing that in public because you're not going to do shit about it. Y'all can ask for help. You can. See, back in the day, we didn't have Facebook and TikTok. When I was getting my ass kicked, we didn't have that shit. We didn't. We do now. There's so many ways women can get out of abuse now. The dick is just too good. We watch Blueface and this girl go at it all the time, right? And what does she say? I'm never leaving him because the dick is too good. You women kill me with that. So if the dick is too good, why would y'all expect another black man to step in and fight Blueface? She's admitting that she's not going to leave. Most of your domestic violence situations, most women don't leave because the dick is too good. They're locked in. They don't want him with anybody else. They don't want your help. They don't need your help. That's why when you step in to help and you get stabbed or shot, they get right back in the car with Pookie and they sail off into the sunset. That's what happens. So I wanted to let you ladies know today, if you're in an abusive relationship and he abuses you in public, use the public to get help. But do not try to expect a black man to come out of the sky with a red cape on and beat the hell out of Pookie. That's not going to happen. A lot of these men will watch from afar because they don't, if this man is doing this in public, he might have a gun. He might have a weapon. Y'all women are not even telling these men that are trying to protect you that this motherfucker got a gun in the car. Y'all just letting him get his head blown off, right? So again, stop acting like men don't care. They do care. They're just not stupid. There's too many ways you can leave Pookie, you guys. You can order food from Grubhub and put in the instructions, call 911 and being abused. There's too many things you can do now. Back then, I didn't have that option. I didn't. I saved myself by calling his dad. I had enough of the abuse. If I didn't call his dad, I'd be dead today. And not only did I save my life, but I saved his too. And now he's married with kids. See? Nowadays, ladies, you choose to stay with Pookie because the dick is too good. You don't want him giving that good dick to the next woman, right? So you don't mind being his punching bag in the meantime. You're choosing that life. No one's forcing you to choose that life. Now, if you got a man that's putting a gun to your head, but he's still letting you leave out in public, I don't want to hear shit. That's not abuse to me. If he's letting you leave and go to your job where you're safe, your kids are at school and they're safe, what are you doing? And you expect a black man to protect you in public. Got it. Not gonna happen. Black men, if you witness a woman getting her ass kicked in public, call 911, take a picture, and give that to the cops. That's the best you can do. There's a reason why cops say that domestic calls are the most dangerous calls in any police department. Domestic calls are the most dangerous because somebody's going to get hurt or die. So if it's the most dangerous for a cop, why would you expect this black man to step in and risk his life and he ain't got no weapon on him? Not going to happen, ladies. The most you can do is call 911 and let them handle it. Sorry, but don't risk your life trying to be Captain Save-A-Hole and then he kills you and they both leave in the car. So y'all might not like it, but that's just the truth that I wanted to hit. I know a lot of women are mad that I don't have a domestic violence type shirt. I did make the shirt. I just haven't released it yet. But again, I didn't have a perfect life. I went through it too. I just didn't penalize all black men for that one black man. I didn't. I ended up marrying a black man. See, a lot of you women like to think all black men are like that. Any man can be abusive. Brad can be abusive too. Adam, he could be abusive too. Not just Taquan. Abuse doesn't have no race. Any man can be like that. But I didn't let that one black man define all black men. I married me a good black man who's never put his hands on me. The only time he used his hands is when he swatted the basketball. When I went up for a layup when I met him. That was the only time. Again, I ended up getting a good black man. So again, ladies, you can't sit here and use your trauma to define you as a person today. You got to heal from that trauma. So I'll say this again. Ladies, if you need mental health, coaching, counseling, I got you. Reach out to me on Instagram, Queen of Accountability. I am free. FREE. Not fuck nigga free, but just free. The rest of that stuff, you can go wrap that somewhere else. I'm free. If you need help, I got you. A lot of you guys know that you angry for no reason. I got you. But what you have to do is stop making excuses. If you have a business that you're starting and you were thinking about lying, saying that you got hurt or something for attention, let me post your business for you. Free of charge. We don't got to do this to be famous. We ain't got to do this to get our business off the ground. What it's going to do, it's going to ruin your credibility when people put you on blast. And then no one's ever going to want to go to your business. That's what's going to happen. Right? So all I'm saying is, ladies, we have to do better as women in order to grow. And we can't use our past to define our future. We can't. I didn't have a perfect life growing up. And I know a lot of women who didn't have a great life and they still turned out beautiful. So again, you can do the same thing. Not only did I graduate high school, didn't get pregnant, I have 4 college degrees. I'm very well educated. I'm not a dumbass. I didn't let none of that trauma define me. I think being a teenager and losing a grandmother and a mother and an uncle all within a year and a half can be very traumatic to a black kid. They would lose their mind. I didn't. I graduated high school and didn't miss one day of high school. I was the only student in my senior class of like 300 people who didn't miss a day of high school. Do you know how hard that is? 4 years. I lost my mother my sophomore year, and I still went back to school that Monday after burying her over the weekend. So y'all can't tell me shit about trauma. I dealt with it. So again, in order for us all to grow, we have to acknowledge it and then grow. That's it. I didn't have no vendetta. My mother was shot by a black man. I didn't have no vendetta against black men. I didn't. It was a black man that killed my mother. It was a black man that also murdered 3 other people too that same night. So again, when I tell y'all, I went through trauma, the court dates, the news coming to our school. Oh, can we interview you? Went through it. And I'm still here today. So I'm telling you, ladies, if I can do it, so can you. But see, I had to pay people. I'm telling y'all that I'm free to help you guys. I'm giving you free knowledge. Y'all don't even want it. Huh? Okay, I got you. Instead, I guess lying on Facebook is better. So, guys, again, thank you for listening. I'm sorry about all the ranting at the end, but sometimes when you got something on your heart, you have to let it go, right? You have to say something. So, again, guys, watch out on my Instagram, Queen of Accountability. If you guys have a story that you want to tell me and you want to be anonymous, I'm gonna tell you this: if you tell me some shit that's dangerous, I'm definitely gonna say something. Oh yeah, I did want to give you guys an update on the woman that put the eye drops in the stuff. So she embellished on the story a little bit too much. The woman never went to the hospital. She had diarrhea and came back to work the next day. So she embellished on her story. She didn't put as much eye drops as her story depicted. And the woman never had to go to the hospital. She just had really bad diarrhea and she went home and came back the next day. That was the truth of the story. Okay? I know a lot of people ask me about that woman. That's what happened. So there was no need for me to go to HR. I think they both resolved that issue. She knew that she took the woman's grapes. She knew what happened. So they both just said, we'll break even. I stole from you and you did what you had to do. So they did not take it to HR where they both told on each other. They let it go. So there was no need for me to reach out to HR. I did not. If they already resolved the issue, it's good. I did check into that woman's story and she is alive and well and still works at the same job with that other woman. So if they already resolved their issue, I'm not going to go any further. No one has to be fired. Because remember, if I was to still take it to HR, they both would have been fired. So if they already resolved it and I got the proof of that, then I let it go. And that's what I did. So that was the update on that one. For those who were asking me, I didn't post about it because I was so pissed. I was hoping that I had some good shit that would get her fired. Because when you do something like that and you poison someone, you deserve all the smoke. But she only made the story sound good to get more people to comment. She wanted the attention. Again, clout chasing. Someone can say, yeah, this person stole from me, so I punched them and gave them a black eye. When really they stole and they told on them and got them in trouble. They just don't want to tell you they did the right thing. They want to tell you some bad shit to get more views and likes. Unfortunately, that's the norm today. You got to make the story sound too good, right? I had her look me in my face so she knew I'm not to be fucked with. We all pictured that, right? So she added the little, antics. That's why she posted it in the group, because she knew she can lie and make it sound even better, right? And I'm just saying, you guys, we just have to do better, because when people, find all the holes in your story and they say, well, what about this and what about that? If you don't have an answer to it, then we're just going to assume you were lying. That's just the way it goes. So guys, please watch out for that. So please do not email me and then have your family email me to tell me to take it down. I will not take down what's sent to me. When you start the story off with Daphne, this is my story. I am keeping it. I am posting it. Do not email me anything that you don't want posted. I'm already giving you the respect by blurring out your name. It's my email. I really don't have to blur out your name. But when you ask me to be anonymous, I'm going to respect you. But don't have your family tell me to take it down, because now people are finding out who you are. That's your fault. Don't send me no shit then. Again, accountabilityqueen@aol.com is my email. Please do not send me any stories that you don't want posted. If you want to tell me a story that you don't want posted, reach out to me on Instagram. Don't email me. Don't. The email is for me to share the stories. I have about 150 emails that I got to go through of stories. And before I post it, I will ask you for some proof. I'm not just going to go with what you said. Okay? So again, don't post no serious shit where I have to actually alert somebody. I don't want to do that and get you in trouble. And if you think you're going to use a dummy email, I can find out if it's a dummy email. Do not email me from a dummy account. I don't play games like that either. So if you're emailing me from longstrokemeat@l, I'm not going to respond. It has to be a real email, and I can verify the email all day. Y'all know I don't play games. And also, when you send me the email, I want to know another one of your social media accounts. Again, I don't have time for games, and I don't have time for you wanting to go viral. I did have a woman send me a story. She sent me her IG, her Facebook. It was just too weird for me. And the selfie she wanted me to use with the story. So guys, knowing me, y'all know that's already an attention seeking post. She wants me to help her grow her business. I didn't need the selfie. I didn't need all your IGs and Facebooks and all that. So guys, I'm not stupid. So ladies, you will not be featured doing some shit like that. Sorry. You wanted me to show your picture? Why? For what? Oh, so you can get attention. Got you. That's not what it's for. Sorry. So again, guys, please be smart when you're doing things, okay? And know that what you post can be used against you. Real talk. Okay. So, guys, thank you again for attending my show today. I will be doing another one next week because the story that I have where I did get into an altercation, not like a physical, but I really do respect black men. And I don't want to see our black men dying because they're trying to risk their lives for us. Some people don't deserve that. They don't. They don't. Some people don't deserve you putting your life on the line. They wouldn't do it for you. And if they can't get out of a situation because they choose not to, then you should not be putting your life on the line. Please stop doing that. If you see some shit in public, if you ain't got a gun or a weapon where you can defend yourself, just call 911 and take the picture. We live in a day of social media. They will catch the person by posting it on the news. Or if you see them getting into the car, get the license plate. Tell the dispatcher what the plate is, and there you go. That's simple. You ain't got to do nothing else. I mean, people might call you a coward, but they'll also call you a stupid coward if you're dead. I've seen it. Why the fuck would he step in if the guy's doing it in public? That might mean he has a weapon. Bingo! And that's what he had. And he shot. So, guys, at the end of the day, thank you again for attending everything. And like I said, I just released some new Halloween shirts. It's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So if any male or female, because breast cancer is not, it's just not women. Some men get it too. But if you know someone that's battled breast cancer and they have survived or even passed on, you're in my prayers. I think we all can say that we know someone that's went through it or is going through it, and it's not good. So not only is this domestic violence month, but it is breast cancer awareness month too. And we all know someone that's probably went through it, and they're probably still going through it. Someone listening might be going through it. You're in my prayers. And like I said, I do have the breast cancer awareness shirts on the website too, mentalhealth2011.com. And again, guys, if you need anything, if you have any questions, you know how to reach me, and I'll listen. I'll look out for you guys on the next show. Thank you, everybody, for attending, and I hope you guys have a blessed Saturday.